Right, so after the events of the mass killing of all the Chief Justices, and there's a scene because Dredd and Comic Relief Guy were trying to get into the Chief Justices. Don't know why. It's to explain what's going on, basically. But of course they're dead. Generic evil guy shoots himself and then blames Dredd because of course he does. Everything's Dredd's fault. And then there's a chase scene, a bunch of these special, I don't know what they are. Black helmeted judges get kicked, chasing, but Dredd and Comic Relief Guy escape. Then we return back to the cloning facility, where there's a bunch of Chief Justices from the past that were frozen in this place. But Rico's like, no, this is stupid. These guys are how old? They're how old? They're freaking this stuff's outdated. Their DNA's outdated. So he puts his own blood in as a sample into it. Because, what could go wrong? And eventually ends up, and when he gets called out on it by generic evil high judge guy, chief justice, where the fuck he is, he ends up killing him. And this, like I said, so we end up killing him, and it's right here where the actual the final battle begins. They find the laboratory, which finds out they're hiding it in the Statue of Liberty, which is actually in Mega City 1, like actually in. So it's at this point Judge Hershey and Comic Relief and Judge Dredd ended up splitting because Rico initially got caught by the ABC war droid, and Rico threatened to kill Judge Hershey, who it was holding by her head. So Dredd goes with the Doctor and Rico and the ABC DEFG HIJK droid is watching them. And now we're to the point where Rico is doing the atypical evil villain speech of what he's going to do. How he's going to create a bunch of judges that are all his nice, happy family, and he's going to rule all the world and all this crazy shit. And when he shows them they currently look like albino versions of Wolverine Origins Deadpool. Remember, it's also here where we get the famous phrase of him and Rico and Dredd having that argument about why he judged them, and he's like, and that awesome phrase of "You betrayed the law," and Rico's I betrayed this, because it's at this point where the droid now gets hijacked by the Comic Relief, and now we begin the final battle between Dredd and Rico and Hershey and the Mad Doctor, who seriously looks like she got the Doctor. I just realized this. The Doctor looks like she got her fashion sense from Ursa from Superman 2. So after the big fight in the lab, Dredd gets thrown out of a hole in the Statue of Liberty's forehead. And while he's hanging there, Rico is like, "Hey, now I judge you for the crime of not wanting to be a god. Guilty for the crime of not joining your brother. Guilty." And and Dredd eventually does something. I don't know what happened with the gun, but the gun misfires or something, and then Dredd, after firing, grabs it, turns his hand, and like, signal flare, pulls the trigger. I don't know how that freaking helped. I guess it caught Rico's attention for some stupid ass reason. Because why pay attention to the guy who's literally hanging there, grabbing your arm? Because, dumbass, guess what's going to happen? And guess what ended up happening? He pulled Rico out. The hot scientist, crazy scientist lady gets killed by Hershey. And we have a happy ending where everybody's down there like, what now? I guess you're to hide justice. No, I got work to do. And then, so, final thoughts on this movie. It's stupidly good. It's stupidly good. It's, if you're looking for a more serious Dredd, go to the Carl Urban, which I think that one's fantastic. And if it's more in tune with the comic, it definitely is better. If you just want typical 90s schlock, this one's it. This is typical 90s Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, I would personally, I'd suggest this one. Again, it's pure 90s adrenaline. Just weird. Maybe I'll have another movie. Maybe I'll do if I can find it. Yeah, I have to find it. I'm going to do Dick Tracy. That's another 90s movie that I guess wasn't good, but hey, I liked it. So enjoy your day, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.